Hey guys, what's up? So I'm finally getting another meal prep video out, and keep in mind this is probably the worst meal prep video if you're looking for meal prep for taste. Of course, this is gonna taste good, but could it taste better? Yes. I do know how to cook, I promise. But since I am 3 weeks out from competition, I want to keep my calorie tracking as tight as possible. And so this is how I'm going about it. I'm using methods I don't normally use. Like, I'm steaming all my vegetables, I'm cooking my chicken with just spice and no fat on top of it. So if you are not cutting, if you're not trying to lose weight or whatever, go for, like, put some olive oil on the chicken, roast your vegetables, give it a little bit more flavor, don't be afraid of it. And so yeah, I'm just gonna show you what I have going on right now. So pro tip, before you get cooking, it makes everything super easy if you get all your items that you're cooking out first. So I've got the chicken breast that I'm gonna cook with, and salt, and here's the seasoning I always use. A lot of people ask what sort of seasoning I'm using, and here it is. Here's what is in it. Focus. As you can see, it is very simple. And it tastes delicious. So, also, since I'm steaming all my vegetables, I've got the pot out that I'm gonna use, the steamer. If you've never used one of these before, you put water in your pan, put that on top, and your vegetables sit right in here so you can steam it. Oh yeah, and don't forget to preheat your oven. So, I'm gonna get started with the chicken. Also, I have my vegetables over here. If my vegetables look a little not so fresh, it's because they are free. I work at a natural foods co-op, and my partner works in the produce department, and we get something called free for staff. So we get the vegetables that are kind of looking like no one's gonna buy them or they're going bad, and that's what I get to eat. But secret is they're still good. People just want perfect vegetables. And since I don't really care, I will eat the shit out of them. So, awesome. Alright, chicken. Alright, so first I'm going to season these with salt. We're going to do a good amount of salt. Don't be too afraid of salt, you guys. And don't worry, my blood pressure is just fine. It's actually on the low side. Everyone's different. But don't worry about me, just do your own thing. If you don't want to touch the chicken because you don't want to wash your hands and season, you know, take the time to wash your hands between seasoning, I just use a fork and I just flip them on over because I am lazy and I am low on calories and run out of fucks to give eventually. Alright, so now that I have the chicken seasoned, I am going to put it in the oven at 375 for about 25 minutes. Normally I would use some oil on these chicken breasts, but I'm keeping my macros pretty controlled these days. And if you want to keep it a little bit moist, you can add a little bit of water into your pan. Try not to spill it like I just did. That way it kind of also steams / braises them while it's cooking. It keeps it a little bit more moist and not dry. So there's that. So I can't emphasize enough the importance of a kitchen thermometer. People don't like chicken normally because they overcook it. Because you don't know, like, it's like you are so afraid of it being undercooked and getting salmonella that you just kill it completely. And the trick is to temp your chicken so you can pull it out at like 160. As long as it hits 160 degrees when you pull it out of the oven, you're good, because there's something called carryover cooking, to where even after you pull something out of the oven, it's gonna keep cooking, and eventually it's gonna get to 165. So, pull your chicken out, 165 degrees max, and it will make sure that your chicken is not sawdust when you eat it. Alright, so I got my pot with my water in the bottom. So I'm just gonna chop up these vegetables, put them right into the pan. I'm gonna do it separately from the carrots. I'm gonna do the broccoli, cauliflower first. And yeah, so I'm gonna do that right now. So now I got all the veggies in the pot. Just going to put a lid on that. And whoops, I restarted it. So now I just wait until they're done and tender. And still got about 11 minutes left on the chicken. So I'm just gonna cut up my carrots while I wait. Okay, so I just pulled my chicken out of the oven. It is at 163 or so, and just keeps going up. So yeah, it's done. This is what your chicken should look like after you pull it out of the oven. Let's check these out. So these vegetables are now fork tender. So those are also done. And now I'm going to put my carrots in here and start plating up my meals for the week. Alright, so to start, I'm going to put about 200 grams of vegetables. This is just according to the macros that I'm at right now. It could be different for you. You could need 100 grams, 300 grams, whatever fits your current diet. Let's see. There we go. So then I'll just take some pepper and some salt. Kind of toss it up in there a little bit so we can get all the flavors going. And then I'm gonna add my protein. And I'm doing about 6 ounces of protein right now. So let's see. This should be about right. There we go. So as you can see, that is what it looks like, the finished product. And I'm gonna do it for the rest of these right here. Currently, I'm only prepping out my lunches. And then for dinner, I usually eat a big salad. So this is like my dinner go-to salad stuff. I always cook off enough protein though. So all of that's for the week. And that is it. Alright, so that's pretty much it, guys. It's pretty simple and boring right now. I myself am tired of eating steamed vegetables and chicken and looking forward to having a little bit more fat and flavor in my food, but I'm just showing you what I'm doing right now currently for my cut for my bodybuilding show that's in about 3 weeks. And yeah, if you have any questions or comments, leave them below and I will try to help out as best as I can. And make sure to subscribe so you don't miss the rest of my journey to the stage. And I appreciate all your guys' support so much. I cannot thank you enough for anyone who's left me any kind words of encouragement or just followed along. And yeah, I'm stoked. It's getting closer. Peace out, guys. I will see you next time.